Or not? Okay.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, warshippers all ages. This is Game 2 of Penta and VOR. Current Kings of the Sea on their respective servers. VOR spawning here on the north side of North in the green. Zath, talk to me about the VOR lineup.
I'll tell you what, Raptor. At first, I thought we were going to have a restart because the Stalingrad and the
Yeah.
Kremlin didn't move.
Yep.
And then the Stalingrad moved
In reverse. Yep, he's been doing that
And
the
I'm
whole
like,
time.
huh. Yeah. So let's take a look at the lineup here. That's Stalingrad using reload. Probably trying to go to a very, I don't know, kind of a goalie setup positioning. We'll find out. Dark Tempo in the Kremlin heading towards the sea cap. In front of him, he's got your typical survivability build with guns. We have Sweet Tiage going with the Delny this time, using a survivability plus, I guess you could say, somewhat guns build with radiolocation. Aruha is moving along towards the 9 line with his Napoli. In the middle is Ziran's Daring, using pretty much all just kind of a jack of all trades build with consumables. Stalingrad has decided to start moving. It looks like he's trying to get behind the Charlie 4 Island Raptor. Over on the A side, Classic Nouns Delny is about to get into A, possibly make contact. Behind him, and let's see, he's also running. Yeah, he's actually a little bit more guns there. Behind him is Yu Yang. That's a radar Yu Yang with torpedoes and Dazzle Raptor. We have a Marceli behind that with your typical kind of gun and tanky build. Next to him is Best Naomi's Burgon in as well, a gun tank build with Swift in Silence. Raptor, what does Penta have to offer in this game?
Penta on the south spawn here on north in the red, fielding Vilex's gearing here. It's just south of A. Smoking up with a fairly heavy torpedo reload build, running unique upgrade in slot 5, torpedo reload in slot 6, plus the torpedo reload skill on the captain. Backing him up, Kinnymot's Brisbane with the radar up, now starting to show. Classic Nouns Delny in the top of the cap, getting the reset right there. Some AP shells coming in for Kenny, but a little bit of chip damage, nothing big. Torpedoes going in on Classic, but I'm guessing he's got a gap there, and he does. Well,
He'll find it.
Woo!
He's okay.
Bit
Yeah,
close,
I know, right?
Bit close there, but he managed to maneuver, pull that off. Across the B cap from Ziran's Daring is CEO of Dog's Daring, as they actually going to do a bit of a gunfight as we tilt the camera over here. Ziran's actually going to have to, playing this little gap on the northwestern side. He's going to get beat up heavily. There's some Ohio shells, all kinds of Daring shells falling in. He's going to smoke, but not before losing well over half of his health pool. Angel Stone's Ohio playing that crucial position here south of B, the flex position between the B and the A cap here on north. Bit of a survivability build there, seeing fire prevention, concealment, also Swift in Silence to go with his accuracy mod there in slot 6. Blood Legends of Moscow posted up here south of C, unique upgrade, concealment, radar duration, top grade gunner. Shriver's Daring already with a conga line torps, expecting to possibly see somebody here on the northeastern side of the cap, but nothing doing. He's going to reverse in here. His conga line torpedoes were very impactful last game, but this game, he's opted to ditch that module. You see there in slot 5, he's gone for concealment instead of the unique upgrade on his Daring. Over here on the 9-10 line, Silverblade's Kremlin. Unique upgrade, giving him a reload boost at the expense of range. And flanked on the right by Faster Motion's Marseille, who has been going very fast to get here indeed. 4 minutes in, already on the 10 line. And Bots All Day's Kleber in front of him with a fairly standard gun build. You see there some Fearless Brawler and some gun reload in slot 6.
Yeah, I noticed that while I was talking through the VOR line, that Kleber was just making hard for the 10 line. I expected him to go into C. He did not. He's waiting for his friend. What are we woohooing about?
Well, look at A. Like VOR is coming at A, Zath. I mean, they are pushing Vile. They've got Vile lit on the surface now. Lapus Yu Yang. Yeah, Kenny's getting just punished by the Burgonia, by the Stalingrad. I don't think they can keep him in the game much longer. The question is, can they take the Yu Yang out before he goes? If they can get the Destroyer off the board, that's perhaps not as terrible a trade from Penta's perspective. That's going to happen.
Yep. There goes the Yu Yang.
So now...
And here comes the next Stalingrad Salvo.
Yep. So now, can they keep Vile in the game? Is he lit on the surface? He's not. He could go dark. Vile has that option right now. He's in a gunfight with Classic Noun's Delny. Of course, the Delny's probably running him down.
Yeah, this could be decisive. Guns and torpedoes broken for Villo's gearing.
Penta hasn't been
Rear
idle.
turret is down.
Penta hasn't been idle, of course. Whole bunch of torpedoes coming in on Asphodelis' Stalingrad. Looks like he's going to take a couple there. CEO of Dog is going to grab Daring. His Daring is going to grab B as Blood Legends Moskva moving up the channel just to his east. So Penta in firm control of the middle of the board and the C cap. Vile does sneak away, barely, for the moment.
Well, for the moment, yeah. But Classic actually could be taking this opportunity to start shooting Angel Stone's Ohio. He's not. I'm surprised at that. Instead, just choosing to just chase down Vilu's gearing. And Vilu just stops here. I like this, actually.
Vile just stops here. I think maybe trying to get his torpedoes into the water. His torpedo modules are not destroyed. They're about to proxy each other. There it is. Vile's going to get his torpedoes off.
But Classic hits the brakes.
Classic hits the brakes and takes none. Oh, one on the bow?
Whoa.
No. None
Great
of them.
execution there. Great execution.
Well played by Vile, trying to trade his ship there for Classic now, not quite able to do so. So VOR out to an early lead there on the strength of those 2 quick kills.
That's going to give him the ability to wrap around if they choose. Blood Legend putting himself in a potentially precarious position in that Moskva.
Maybe. It's going to depend on how Dark Temple's Kremlin decides to position. He was heading west up here along the north of the B cap. Now he's turning into the cap.
Yep. CO Dog, look at these torpedoes coming for Dark Temple.
Oh, yeah. Radar going up there from Stalingrad. They can see Dog. They know exactly where he is. They have to suspect those torpedoes are there. Sweet Taipei's Delny in trouble here up along the B line. Getting punished by Shriver and the Kleber. Even some Marseille shells coming in.
You know, while Penta's getting pushed on the west, they have to have been telling their guys, you got to push.
Yeah, they're not sitting.
East.
They're not sitting idle on the other side of the map. How often do we see this in random battles, Zath? Right, one side of the team is getting pushed heavily. The other side is just sitting around. Well, you're not going to see that in competitive play.
No, it's all toilet bowl here, guys.
Blood Legend puts his radar up there in the middle of the board. CEO of Dogs, torpedoes go by Dark Temple with no gain. Blood Legend looking just for vision on whatever he can get it on. They pick up Zirin's Daring now.
Yep. Shriver also losing a good amount of hit points in this exchange, but Zirin's in trouble.
Yeah, Zirin's smoking. Of course, basically having to wait for the radar to go down for the smoke to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Shriver doing a good job of continuing to land damage on Zirin back there. 9 minutes gone, and man, there's been a lot of action in this game.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep shells hitting target on a dodging ship as the Kremlin Silverblade takes him down.
Silverblade's guns speak, and down goes the Daring, and just like that, every VOR destroyer... Well, no, that's not true. I was going to say every VOR destroyer is dead, but Classic Noun lives down here on the eye line as they've chased Angel Stone to the bottom of the map.
Yeah, they are continuing to just put shells into Angel Stone. They want him down as soon as possible. Obviously, him being on the bottom of the map limits mobility, especially for that Marseille.
Back at B, Bots All Day's Kleber going in for the torpedo rush on the Kremlin. Looks like he's going to land all of these. That should really ruin that Kremlin's day. He landed 5 of the 6. Out of the port tubes.
Wait, there's more.
Here comes the starboard tubes. And just like that, VOR's down a battleship.
Wow.
Well, this has gone quickly.
Yes. Close quarters expert for VOR Stalingrad.
Indeed. Penta still on a lead here as we cross over the halfway mark of the game. About 190 points or so. They own more caps. They have more kills. But they're going to lose Angel Stone eventually. That'll even things up in the kill department, at least. CEO of Dog getting punished.
Fire. He's on fire. His heals up in 7 seconds.
It feels like
he's gonna get it off.
Feels like they've let the pressure off of Angel Stone a little too early, Zath.
Agreed. He got the heal off.
He got the heal off, and so now the Marseille salvo has to do the job, and it does. So that cuts it back to about 100-point leading for Penta and growing at a steady rate on the back of their cap advantage.
Oh, look on the 9-10 line.
Oh. This drama isn't over.
Oh.
This drama isn't over. Aruha going in for what could be a torpedo rush on the Marseille that has no torpedoes of his own.
You have to do this very carefully here because you absolutely cannot afford to lose a ship. Actually, no torpedo rush as both of the Napoli's torpedoes are destroyed. Raptor.
Really?
Yes, he has to do a drive-by here.
Well,
or a ram, and a ram is definitely not in favor.
No. The Marseilles, I think Faster's going to they're going for the ram. Yeah, Aruha's, no?
No. They're going for the drive-by, but Aruha's not ready for it.
Aruha's not ready for it. Neither ship ready for that drive-by. That feels
I'm confused.
Yeah, it feels like a missed opportunity there.
Stalingrad goes down.
They burned down the VOR Stalingrad as Aruha's Napoli goes down.
The only rush on Kremlin. Classic Noun trying to do the exact same thing that happened to him earlier. Blood Legend goes down. This is just a bloodbath.
Silverblade knows this is coming. He's going to have his stern turret available as he turns to get his forward guns into arc.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Classic trying to protect those torpedo tubes as long as possible. Doesn't want to get them disabled while he makes this run. There we go. Turns out. Getting on the other side now putting the fish into the water.
Great job holding those torps. Great job holding those torps.
Brilliant job holding the torpedoes. He's going to land 9 of the 10.
There it goes.
But a few extra shells will clean that up. And now finding himself in a gunfight with CEO of Dogs Daring.
Yeah, CEO has no more heals left. Classic Noun has one available in a minute.
So, Zath, I'm not even sure who I favor. It's 3v3 now. They're going to lose Classic, I think. I don't think he can save it. Nope.
Yep.
So now it's 3v2. But VOR is going to be able to pick up B. I don't believe Penta can stop it now. And you're looking at a Bourgogne and a Marseille versus two destroyers and a Marseille of their own. Penta has more maneuverability and more pieces on the board, but VOR has a lot more HP.
They got more HP. They're also going to have that second cap here in a moment. They're going to have the B cap. I got to play it very carefully because both Darings can easily rush the Bourgogne.
Yes.
Let's take a quick look at their modules here. The Darings. Okay, CEO Dog's modules are fine. His rear torpedoes are quite low at 547 hit points. Striver's pretty much fine with his torps and guns. I was going to say, if there was a launcher that had been knocked out, that could be a decisive impact, but in this case, no.
So, and Penta cannot just run away, right? The Marseille is going to go step on C. He's out of there right now. And then Penta's not going to have any cap control at all. So they have to get in. They have to engage these guys somehow.
Well, here's the thing. Look at Naomi. He's coming out in front of all of these ships. And I don't like this decision.
Well, he's also slowing down.
Caps.
He's slowing down.
Sure.
Now.
But what I'm saying is, it's going to allow for these two Darings to set up for the torpedoes. Look, now he's speeding up, thinking, okay, cool, I can make a turn. He's going to turn into two torpedoes, and then you've got CEO of Dog that's got all of his torpedo racks ready to go. Why go and advance against 3 enemy ships? Why take a 3v1 here when you could instead just turn southward and force them to come to you?
Yeah, that's what he's kind of. This feels like a forced error. You know, he's going to lose his ship eventually in a 3v1. He can't sustain that. The only possible chance that he's 30 seconds from his next heal. They can see Shriver now. Shriver was playing behind the smoke, and now the Marseille salvo comes in.
Marseille detected him.
Yep, Marseille picked him up. So if they can focus out the Bourgogne,
and they will
eventually. Is he gonna even live to get to his next heal?
Before his next heal?
No, he's not gonna live. Well, No, he's going to live to his next heal, Zath. Watch it.
Well, they stop shooting him.
They can't. Well, yeah, they don't. They have no angle. 2-1, and right there, heel comes up. Marseille manages to sneak it right in there at the end. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. All he had to do was slow down, maybe get some cover, and force those guys to come play to him, because the Marseille did not have the board position to be impactful to a cap. It was going to be on the Darings, and if you hold the sit in the caps, the Darings have got to come to you. That's
exactly
challenging with your health pools and as hard as that French HE hits.
Exactly. So he should have gone into a kiting away. He should have been pointing his bow towards the Golf 5 grid square. Guns pointed to the right or left. Who cares?
Yeah.
You wait for them to come to you. You start moving a little bit here. You play, WASD, Juke games, whatnot. And you force them to play your game. And he just went straight into theirs.
Yep.
So, okay.
Kind of fed his ship to the enemy team there. Feels bad.
Really does.
They catch eyes on YBB now, trying for the reset. They're going to get it because he ends up beaching himself in this turn. But CEO of Dog opens up trying to get the reset. Oh, the Marseille secondaries chip in a little bit of damage, as well as the main battery. Dog can't get lit again.
Dog can't. Meanwhile, you can see Striver heading to the B cap. That's the insurance policy for them to make sure that they, even if they can't kill YBB's Marseille, they can at least continue taking points up.
Got to make sure they can at least, they've got a lead. It's a 130-point lead, but it's shrinking right now. They haven't been ticking up points for quite some time. Striver's got to go get on top of that.
Right. So now, even though YBB is going to grab the C cap, which I'm sure was the objective, they said, go get C. It doesn't matter because Penta is going to continue getting their points tick. The only way that Penta will lose this game right now is if CEO of Dog chooses to charge YBB's Marseille. Why would he do that?
2.5 minutes
now,
on the 2.5 minutes on the game timer.
YBB knows he's spotted, so he could take a couple of guess shots here. Honestly, that's the best thing he could do in this situation, and probably the only thing he can do, because CEO of Dog is not going to let himself get detected.
No, I was really shocked. It felt like he made a mistake earlier letting that happen, and it almost cost him, and I think he learned a lesson.
Yes. CEO of Dog's like, wait a minute. I almost died there.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Let me not do that again. Of course, YBB's Hydro's ticking. He won't blunder into those torpedoes. But the trick is we're under 2 minutes. At the moment, with the way the caps are, VOR will win the game, but the problem is they don't have the time. They win the game in 2.5 minutes, but there's only 1 minute and 45 left in the game. Now CEO of Dog is opening fire, Zap.
Well, he's getting around the corner. He knows that YBB already fired his guns. It'll take time to get there. So, and I saw this earlier. Oh, nice hit there. Can they do it again? He's going to burn out anyway. Doesn't matter.
They're out of reloads. YBB, they claim that the kill. They're not even going to risk it, which makes sense to me. Whew.
Yeah. Unfortunately, VOR just ran out of ships, Raptor.
Yeah. VOR, and I still think that they could have won that game, Zach. They really could have. If the Begonia doesn't continue north out of the B cap, I'm convinced that VOR has the pieces and the board position to win that game.
Yeah, I don't understand the decision of that Burgon just to go best name. That hurts, but they put up a good fight. They really had a couple of opportunities to win this game.
Well, we'll go back for a little analysis, and I think we have some tiebreak games coming. We'll let the studio fill us in on all of that, and I think we'll see you guys again for at least 1 or 2 more games here in a moment.
Stay tuned.